Should I upgrade from the Mavic Mini to the DJI Mini 2? That is a question that I've seen asked multiple times here on the channel. If you're into the latest and greatest, the answer is pretty simple. You can simply stop this video now and head down to the description below where I've included purchase links so you can pick up your own DJI Mini 2. But if you're not, then let's take a closer look at the Mavic Mini and compare. And you have to take a hard look at yourself and decide if you really need all the bells and whistles that the DJI Mini 2 is offering. Portability. You lose some of the portability because the remote that is included with the DJI Mini 2 is significantly larger and more heavy than the Mini 1. The battery technology. The 2-cell lithium ion has been upgraded to a LiPo 2S that gives the drone a lot more punch, but those are also more difficult to handle as they don't like to be fully charged when they are stored, as this will destroy the battery. DJI discharges the battery if it's left unattended for a longer period. This means that if you're just grabbing your bag ready to fly, you probably end up with a half-charged battery when you are arriving on location, unless you have pre-charged it before flight. This is not the case with the lithium ion. If you charge that will be ready to go directly out of the box. And flight time is great. I'm getting 25 to 27 minutes of flight time with the Mavic Mini. Let's assume that you get 25 minutes of flight time in average. With the Fly More combo, that would potentially give you 1 hour of footage, which should be plenty enough for most. And if it's not, then you should go and buy some extra batteries. The Fly More combo is a really practical hard box that fits very nicely in my backpack, and it can be used as a launch pad in case that you need that. And I'm not comfortable hand launching. With the DJI Mini 2 just being released, there is a lot of Mavic Minis for sale second hand. And if you already tried to sell it, you probably found out that the price that you can get for it is really low right now because the market is simply too saturated. So why not keep it and use it to hone your skills? Or maybe you have a close family member that wants to join the hobby and it would be a perfect drone for them to start out with. As you know, Christmas is just around the corner. As you probably know, that DJI released the SDK for the Mavic Mini some months ago. And what that does, that enables third-party vendors like Litchi and DroneLink to be able to interface with the Mavic Mini and build software that will expand the features that you are getting natively with the DJI Fly app. So by using these apps, you will be able to fly waypoints, you will be able to do active track, follow me mode, you will even be able to do 360 panorama pictures. A lot of stuff can be done with the original Mini by just adding functionality by using these apps. There are plenty of videos on the channel that will show you what is possible by using third-party apps like Litchi. You need to ask yourself, do you really need 4K for your projects? And how much is the image quality compared to the 2.7K produced by the Mini? I've actually tested that. I went to a location where I put both drones in the air and I recorded the footage at exactly the same time, at exactly the same direction that will allow you to compare the quality. In this video, I've recorded 4K, 2.7K and 1080p samples for the DJI Mini 2. 2.7K and 1080p for the Mavic Mini. That will make it extremely easy for you to compare, but I can already spill the beans right now and tell you that the difference is not very significant. In case you want to do the comparison and make the judgment by yourself, you can access this video through this card. If you have no need to fly far away and keep away from windy conditions and urban areas with a lot of Wi-Fi pollution, the Mini actually handles quite well. It flies and responds very nicely. It's only when it's being subjected to one of the factors that I just mentioned that you might run into problems. Do I think DJI will add walk capabilities to the Mavic Mini? I think eventually they will do that. But I don't know. It's definitely possible. It's only a decision that DJI can make. But you can always stretch the dynamic range of the photos for the Mavic Mini by using AEB functionality offered by third-party apps like Litchi. With AEB, you are capturing multiple images, one at neutral exposure, one that's overexposed and one that's underexposed. That can be combined in a third-party app for an HDR photo with an increased dynamic range. The DJI Fly app does not natively offer AAB support for the Mavic Mini, but you can do this manually if you are fast and the object that you're filming or the scenery that you're filming does not contain too much motion. I actually made a video about this, and if you're interested in how to pull that off, you can access this video through this card. So these were my 9 reasons why you should hold on to the Mavic Mini. But in case that this is not enough and you simply want to jump onto the DJI Mini 2 wagon, I posted 2 videos, one with 21 reasons why you should buy it, an additional one with 11 reasons what I hate or don't like about the DJI Mini 2. In case you want to access these 2 videos, you can do that through this card, these cards. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.